This could be good. How would it be if I sat down on this side? Oh, how will it be if I sit down on this side? Usually have the window behind me. And I often like that view, but I don't know. For a guy that spends more time watching my videos than anybody, just doing the editing. Good morning, Jolie. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Fred. Sometimes it's gonna sound funny, just seeing a different angle or shooting the video in a different spot mixes it up a little bit. This morning I'm wearing a different shirt. Got home from work last night and it's kind of warm in my apartment, and lowered the thermostat down to like 72, which to me is still fairly warm. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm getting old. But it felt quite chilly in my apartment this morning. So I quickly turned off the thermostat and then grabbed this long sleeve shirt with which you see me in now. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. So happy I'm on this lighter, by the way. It's given my candles so much more longevity. You get a candle down this low and no long matches, you need one of these bad boys. I should sell these on my TikTok shop. I posted 2 videos to TikTok, and TikTok gives you content creators an ability to sell various things on their platform. I can't sell anything. But either way, during my videos, a couple times I posted videos where I enjoy the what I'm using. One was a Yeti, and the other day I posted a video about my cast iron skillet. And all of my videos are just coming from these live shows I do. So anyway, TikTok gives you the ability to sell products and generate commission, and you get a certain number of views and whatever, and people buy what you're selling. People aren't buying what I'm selling. People are buying what I'm selling. But my point is, I should do a TikTok shop for this lighter and show the great value of this lighter and see if I can get anybody to buy the long Bic lighter from TikTok shop. Nobody's interested in the Yeti, nor the cast iron skillet. I mean, honestly, I do think the commercials were pretty good. Good morning, Jason. I do. I thought they were a real human using his product and loving his product. And I don't know. Again, haven't sold one. I had a buddy that went and did a bunch of TikTok shops, and I think he did really well, but he was selling like Doritos. Yeah, wait a minute, hold on. He was selling like Doritos, like they were on sale today, 50% off, packs of Doritos. I don't even like Doritos. I mean, I kind of like Doritos. Do you guys like Doritos? Leave your fingers too orangey. Let's see. But anyway, where was I? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Friday morning. It is May 16th. The calendar continues to flip along. I mean, part of me wonders if doing this show and speeds up time. I mean, it'd probably be May 16th whether I did this show or not. Yeah, it probably would be May 16th either way. But anyway, it seems like time's going so quick. I'm still wasn't ready for 2024. We're halfway through 2025 already. What's going on? God, slow it down. We need Superman to come fly around the world backwards and slow down the clock. I think it's going too quickly. My daughter Erin texted me the other day, said she just finished her last final and she's officially no longer a freshman in college anymore. I'm still not done with her high school. But anyway, it's Friday morning, it's May 16th. It is 5:46 a.m. Happy Friday. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking, sharing some feelings. Do I drink decaf? No, I never have. Never have drank, intentionally have never, honestly, I don't think I've ever intentionally drank a cup of decaf coffee. I maybe accidentally did. I'm afraid I did once last year when I was in Yellowstone. I think it was really hard to get a good cup of coffee while working in Yellowstone, let me tell you. And the guys that worked in our kitchen, and I worked in the kitchen, but they worked in the kitchen to feed the employees. I worked in the kitchen at parts as a server that fed the visitors. So strangely, same kitchen, but different purpose. Either way, they weren't as dedicated to the craft that is coffee that they should be. And sometimes they didn't know what color bag meant, or what, I don't think they took the care that I would have taken to make sure the decaf got in the decaf coffee maker. I still regret that. Where am I from, bro? I am from Wisconsin. The United States, the great state of Wisconsin. But anyway, as I was saying, this is a show about me talking. I'm gonna get a suntan sitting at this angle. What's the most I pay for a cup of coffee? I mean, I don't know. I mean, the most I've ever paid for a cup of coffee might be $6 or whatever they charge for a venti mocha at Starbucks. But no, you know, you rewind 20 years or 40 years and you tell somebody you pay $6 for a cup of coffee, they'd spit their coffee out. Partially because inflation, partially because we've I don't know, have fancier, schmancier coffees than we used to. We had more dessert-like, more treat coffee. It's interesting. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life. And but for those that have been watching a while, Batman says that I have a good head shape. Well, thank you, Batman. I am very proud of the shape of my head. I mean, I'm proud about my kids. I'm proud about a lot of things. But the thing I'm most proud of is the shape of my head. You ask anybody, I won't stop talking about it. Julie Flanagan used to come and visit. She'd take me out to lunch with Steve, her husband. But I wouldn't stop talking to her, to Steve, or to the waitress about how awesomely shaped my head was. She said it became a problem, so she wasn't going to come visit anymore. But for those that have been watching, you know, it's not just a show about me talking. You know, it's also a show about, imagine that, Julie. We're out to lunch. Steve, enough about fishing. Let's talk more about the shape of my head. Waitress, come over here. Come over here. We're going to need another round of drinks for the table. But before you go, I got to tell you more about just how perfectly shaped my head is. Oh, please do, Ken. Let me sit up at the table and hear about the shape of your head. But anyway, I've got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I am so excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. Huh. Hold on, let me take another sip. I think I missed some. Oh. It's the Sumatra. I have 3 bags of coffee in there. The toasted coconut, which I'm enjoying. The cinnamon sugar cookie, which is not enjoying as much. And the Sumatra, which is my go-to favorite flavorless coffee. And I was going to mix it up today and do the cinnamon sugar coffee, but I thought, let's go with the old reliable, the Sumatra. I mean, it's still good. I think my expectations were too high. Somebody said that I remind them of the Jason Voorhees feed. I don't know who this Jason Voorhees is with which you speak, but I hope he has a wonderful feed. Hello there from Michigan. Huge reaction. Oh. Hello, JK from Pennsylvania. How are you? Hello from India. We've got a very active audience today. Looks like did I leave I do that. No, I appreciate you concerning yourself. Sometimes I leave that cabinet open. It's to show off what I keep in my cabinet. Oh, you're wondering, Ken? You don't have to do it so subtly. You want to know, you want to see what I have in my cabinet behind me that I leave the cabinet open to show off? Yes, it's a Friday. But Steve, I appreciate first of all, I'm getting a little low on my Sumatra. I'm getting a lot low on my toasted coconut. I don't even think there's enough for a pot in here. I'm pretty sure there's not. And I still have a fair amount of the cinnamon sugar cookie because I think it's my least favorite of the 3. But, Steve, I felt you were worried. Your pretty little head was all concerned. Don't you worry. How many filters was this? It says it's a great value. It says the size they fit. How many filters do they put in here? Oh, it says 200 filters. And I bought it and moved into this apartment, and I don't think I've used maybe more, I mean, let's just say one a day, but maybe a couple times I've had 2 pots of coffee, but let's say one a day. I've been here 6 weeks. I must still have 150 of these. These are pretty thin. Maybe I could sell my coffee filters on TikTok Shop. I think I'm gonna have to change my angle. I think the sun was gonna be hard to be staring at. I mean, now you guys are like glowing. Got lots of stories. I got stories about that sound even. You want to hear stories about that sound? I think I had little cheese crumbs. I came home from work last night and I'll tell you what, I'm loving potatoes. Had a few potatoes. I had 3. But I'll tell you what, they weren't very big. They were kind of small. And put out the microwave, set the microwave to 2 potatoes, because the microwave has a potato sending. Wait, let's see, hold on. Somebody agreed with Angela. Oh yeah. Will I treat myself to anything special this weekend? Who am I? You guys really want to know all the answers. You want to know all the answers. What was I talking about? The potatoes? Oh yeah. So when I come home and need a little something to eat, I tell you what, I've gotten into this potato kick the last few weeks, and I've really been enjoying them. Again, easy to cook, and I think they're quite delicious with a little cheese, a little sour cream, and some butter and salt and pepper. It's a meal in and of itself. But however, there were some crumbs from the cheese on my table here this morning. And I just threw them into my candle. So it's kind of a cheese flavored candle. Am I a robot? Did I get the meat seasoning? No, I have salt and pepper. How would I react if my child or a close confidant came out to me as gay or transgender? I think I'd love the stuffing out of them either way. Yeah. I don't think most parents are over concerned about the sexuality of their children. I doubt. I don't know. I do what I do. What coffee do I use? What coffee do I use? I'm a user. I use Starbucks Sumatra today. I'm hooked. I can't stop. I don't want to stop. All right, I'll take a quick poll. Do you guys want me to turn it to subscriber only? Well, it is a nice sippy cup. I haven't ever sipped the coffee through the lid. Do you guys want me to turn it to subscriber only? Why am I? Maybe. Liz, can you send me money? You feel generous. Well, I don't even know if I could stop you from sending me money, Liz. You think sub only is the best as it helps me gain subs. It's a good show either way. Well, I appreciate it. JK really wants it just subscriber only, though. JK really wants it to be subscriber only. Let's take a little more sip of coffee. Wonder which way I get more subscribers. Julie wants it to be subscriber only. Yeah, I mean, if the jokes were better, if the trolls that hopped on were better, I mean, I don't think they could really be people. Less view time and engagement. Concerned citizen is somebody named Concerned Citizen is throwing out good advice. Less view time and more engagement this way, but you say I'd get more subscribers if I went to subscriber only? Zero Whiskey says, my window looks lovely. It does, Zero Whiskey. I'm gonna give you a little bigger view of my windows and my apartment. Check it out, there's 2 windows in the living room like that. There's a 3rd window in my bedroom. But yeah, I'm blessed with beautiful windows in here. And it is lovely, so thank you for noticing. Yeah. A bit of time to decide if I sub or not. Well, Amanda, you don't maybe, I love all the natural light. I'm lucky, yeah. Zero Whiskey, it's an amazing amount of natural light. I look straight east, and I'm coming at you from Appleton, Wisconsin, and the sun, I don't know, the sun rises in the east here in Appleton. I don't know which way it rises where you guys are at. It probably rises from some different direction. But here in Appleton, Wisconsin, it rises in the east, and the sun comes up every day. Floods my apartment with light. Sometimes so much light it gets a little warm in here, and I want to lower the blinds. I'm still trying to figure that out, though. Is it tacky or economical to take a prospective woman to an all-you-can-eat buffet? Now, first of all, when you say a prospective woman, are you saying she's going through some transformation where she's deciding if she is indeed a woman, or perhaps she's a trans man? I would say if she was not sure about her womanhood and was considering becoming a trans man, it really wouldn't be tacky at all. You could take them to an all-you-can-eat buffet. But if it was a woman that's a prospect for dating, I mean, I can't imagine taking a date to an all-you-can-eat buffet. I mean, I've been to all-you-can-eat buffets with wives, but not even that much. I mean, I think generally all-you-can-eat buffets are a little bit tacky. You go and you gorge yourself. I went to one in Las Vegas at the, I don't know, super fancy hotel. It was amazingly good. It was amazingly good. Raw Dog says buffets are too much food. Yeah, and I can't even eat enough food to get my money's worth these days, but just the concept of gorging yourself is kind of yucky. Damon said Fogo de Chao is all you can eat. Yeah, that's kind of bogus too. Thanksgiving's all you can eat, but I can't eat that much anymore. Dustin says he does go at the casinos. Yeah, the casinos have wonderful ones. Is it the Bellagio that I'm talking about? Does anyone know Vegas very well? I think it was at the Bellagio, had a great, and I think Cirque du Soleil was playing there. Oh, I think it was the Bellagio. They got these Chihuly glass sculptures in the lobby. Yeah. Have I ever misgendered someone before? I mean, that's not a fair question. I mean, I certainly have. I've waited tables before a few times in my life, and I've come up to a table and misgendered somebody. Yeah, there's no real great way to get through that. I think you apologize and just don't bring it up again. It was the Bellagio. Yeah, Bellagio. You went 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they had an amazing buffet. It was with my first wife that I remember there. And I was eating like endless crab legs. I think we went and saw the show Oh by Cirque du Soleil afterwards. I think we might have been staying in the Hotel Paris, which was right across the street. Dustin said 10 years ago, misgendering wasn't even a thing. Well, assuming misgendering means making a mistake about the gender of a human, believe me, it was a thing. You know, you'd be looking out of your peripheral, you'd be taking the drink order from the guy, and I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Scrope agrees. Say sorry and move on. You stayed at the Paris. Yeah. Zero Whiskey is talking about all the plants I could grow. What would that do to the climate of my apartment, Zero Whiskey, if I was growing plants in here? I like plants. I think I joked on one of my shows about planting a farm in here, growing crops. I mean, I don't smoke marijuana anymore, but I wonder if these windows would be good for growing marijuana. Maybe I could become a successful marijuana farmer here in Appleton, Wisconsin. I think that would be illegal, and I've already said where I'm from. But I bet you I could grow some really nice plants. I wouldn't know how. I think I could enjoy the science that is gardening. I had a compost pile. I enjoyed the concept of that as well at my house. Good morning. Hello, Jamie. You love my shorts. Okay, well, I appreciate you saying that. Because sometimes I wonder if doing shorts is worthwhile. Hold on, I gotta get my time. Hold on here. Sometimes I wonder if me doing my shorts is worthwhile. World's smallest tissue. Because it takes a lot of time editing these videos. And I think my audience is growing through the lives I do. I mean, it would add some humidity, probably good in a pretty dry environment looking at the atmosphere in the background. Interesting. Well, I appreciate that, concerned citizen. KT says it's worthwhile as a viewer. Okay, well, I appreciate that. Because just doing the lives, just drinking the coffee, and just sitting here and chatting is quite easy for me. But the editing of the videos that are these lives is quite time consuming. You know, I spend 3 hours a day editing videos. So I appreciate that you're saying it's valuable. I appreciate, hey, Amanda, I might not let you subscribe. Amanda just said, okay, she will subscribe. I might not even let you subscribe. I might remove you. I would already have my diamond plaque on the wall behind me, but I remove almost as fast as people subscribe. I like to keep this a very selective audience. I don't just let anybody watch my show. I mean, I actually will let anybody as long as they don't get crude or mean or racist on my show. It's really quite simple. You can sit and bouillere as long as you want. But when you get mean, it just seems strange. JK had 3 girlfriends in his life. Well, that's interesting, JK. But the fact that they were all named either Amanda or Mandy is unusual. Maybe skip the shorts for a month and see how much it does or doesn't affect the amount of money you get from YouTube. Huh. Oh, now Amanda's taking it away. See? I just wanted to watch for a while, but I won't then. See, Amanda, it doesn't sound like you really wanted to subscribe. Yeah, and I mean, that's okay. But I mean, you've made comments like 4 times now about whether you were going to subscribe or not. Like I should be on the edge of my seat. You know? Yeah. Let me see. Would you ever consider the carny lifestyle and travel state fairs across the country? Oh, the like carnival lifestyle. I mean, where I like work a carnival, where I put together rides, or I don't know, sell things at the fair. No, I don't want to work at a carnival at all. At all. I mean, traveling around the country sounds kind of interesting. I got a taste of that last year when I went to Yellowstone and worked for the season. And the people I worked with were kind of transient type people, were often young or didn't really have a home and would go work various seasons at various national parks. That was kind of interesting. But yeah, no, I don't want to do carnivals. Scott says nobody would want to work at a fair. Do you guys remember the movie Two Birds? I think it starred Kurt Russell, or maybe Mel Gibson, and Kurt Russell's wife. 2 Birds on a Wire. Goldie Hawn. Can I get a little more coffee? Hello, Furquan Majid. Good afternoon to you. I appreciate you saying hi. Somebody's saying that's not true. I don't even know what that is not true. Hello, Rock. How are you? I'm going to go get a little more coffee. You guys sit back, relax. I wonder if that Amanda, who may or may not subscribe, is still watching. I bet she's still watching. And she's angry that I wasn't more excited about her subscription. Come on, Amanda, come on out. I know you're there. JK, I don't even know which Amanda you're hitting on at this point. You have a fetish for Amandas and Mandys. You're bragging to Amanda that you're in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh really brings the ladies in. If I get married again, and it's a long shot because I'm not dating anybody right now, but if I get married again, I'm going to insist that our honeymoon is in Pittsburgh. really nothing wrong to Pittsburgh that I know of. I've heard it's kind of nice and scenic. I mean, I still struggle not thinking of it as steel mills. Dustin said he might send me a thing of his coffee. Well, I'm a little concerned what thing of your coffee you're going to send. Should I get a P.O. box? I tried to get I was living in my car like 3 months, was it 3, maybe 4 months ago now. I had moved back from Yellowstone, was staying in an extended stay. This was my plan. I was working at a restaurant in Naperville, Illinois. And my restaurant got slow. And suddenly the rent they were charging at the extended stay started seeming exorbitant, and I couldn't afford it. So I bought a car, moved into my car on Julie Flanagan's insistence, and stayed there for 2 months. Thought it wouldn't be that bad. Thought I could get a P.O. box. But I'll tell you, when you apply for a P.O. box, they ask you what your permanent address is. I thought most of the reason you get a P.O. box is because you're living in your car. Let's see. Pittsburgh would have been nice, but you can't watch the football games there. Somebody is daring me to sing Two Birds on a Wire. I don't think you can really dare me on this show. What is my go-to pickup line if I saw, and I'm only reading your question, Amanda, because you say, if you saw a hot minx out on the prowl in Appleton, what's my go-to pickup line? I got nothing. I have no game with the ladies whatsoever. I have no game with the ladies, none at all. So if I saw a hot minx on the prowl in Appleton, I'd go, hi, want to drink some coffee? No, I don't know what I'd say. I have no idea what I would say. It is sad, Alice. 0 game. 0. Good morning, Chip. I look like the CEO of bald people, says Dion. Oh, I hate that you're grouping us all together. You're baldest. You're one of those baldism people. Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, which is a better or safer city? Well, for Quan, I don't know that either's better. I would guess, and I've only been to Philadelphia. I've never been to Pittsburgh. I think Philadelphia is more traditional East Coast, more historic, and Pittsburgh's probably more scenic with more rolling hills. That would be my guess. Look at JK. JK's got way more game than I do on my own show. Because he has a niche. He has a very tight niche. He comes across an Amanda or a Mandy, and he goes for the kill. Me, I haven't figured out what name I specialize in. I mean, I seem to prefer blondes, but I don't think that's a tight enough niche. It's not. Let's see. Why does your show come on where I can watch it? When does your show come on where you can watch it? What do you mean? You're watching it now. It comes on now. Now isn't a when. Now is now. Comes on every morning, sometime between 5 and 7 Central Standard Time, because I'm in Appleton, Wisconsin. Would I date a bald woman? I mean, like, is she bald by choice? Is she shaving her head? Was she thinning? Was she having chemotherapy treatments? I mean, if she's bald because, I'm gonna guess, generally, if she shaved her head to make some statement, she'd probably be too politically charged for me to date. Yeah, so I doubt it. I don't see I've never dated a bald woman. That's not totally true. That's not even it wasn't a date. Wasn't a date though. Let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, it's Friday morning, 6:21. Okay, Sinead O'Connor. Well, no. See, that's what I'm thinking too. You're asking, for example, Sinead O'Connor. Way too politically charged for me. Way too politically charged. I think a woman that shaves her head is generally trying to make a bigger statement than I'd be comfortable dating. I'm not saying they don't have a right to make whatever statement they want, but I'm probably not gonna, I don't know. Yeah, whatever political statement Sinead O'Connor makes would probably be too strong for me, and would, I wouldn't dated Sinead O'Connor. Steve's asking if I don't like a strong, independent thinking woman. No, I just don't want to date a woman whose independent thinking goes against my own and argue all the time. Sinead O'Connor was stunning in her prime. No, not wife material, but stunning. She did have a great singing voice. What do you think of white or male privilege? I think what has happened politically 5 years ago was wrong, and it suddenly made it bad to be a male or especially to be a white male. And that's what I think about that. I think in society, I've come across young women that think because they're young women, they don't have to I think they think they're entitled to something more than they should be. And they don't have to be polite or friendly. And they can be bitchy if they want to be. And I think it's sad. Oh. I came across two beautiful young ladies yesterday. Mother walked into my place of work and might make me cry. She had two beautiful little girls in tow. One was, I'm gonna guess, 4, and one was like not even, maybe 2. And I got to talking to them, and I was bonding with them. And I think I'm really good with kids. and made me sad. I have two beautiful kids of my own, two little ones. One's 2.5 and one's 4. And I felt bad because I was giving these little girls that were strangers attention or love, if you will, that my two little ones should be getting and aren't getting right now, and it made me sad. And as these little girls were leaving my place of work, first the little one, who was like 2, ran up and hugged my leg. And then her older sister, who was maybe 3.5 or so, came up and hugged the other one. And it was sweet. Yeah. Yeah, Steve, it was super cute. There were two little, yeah, I don't know. I think little kids get drawn to me for whatever reason. I think when they see my bald head, they might think I'm a huge baby or not understand. And I'm very expressive, and I'll go, ugh, or whatever. And they'll stare at me. And these two girls were really sweet. Yeah. TLC quit coffee. It was crazy. But there's bigger issues, Atwood, than just the drive. There's some legal issues that I'm working through that have to get hammered out. I'll tell you what, most people don't know, and guys won't talk about it. Guys won't talk about it because it's okay to be mean to guys. It is. Society thinks it's okay to be mean to men. But there's legal issues when you get divorced that most people won't talk about that are problematic. Do I miss my baby girls? Well, I miss my baby girl and my baby boy. I mean, they're not really babies anymore. They're 2.5 and 4, but I miss them terribly. I FaceTime them every day, but it's not the same. And I go out and engage with kids or whatever, and I just wish my little ones were getting that attention. Angela says she doesn't think it's good to put someone down for any reason. Yeah. Atwood, why did you say you have 4? And why do you watch my show? I know I have 4, but you implying that you have to correct me and say I have 4 kids. I know I have 4. I talk about my 4 beautiful kids all the time. You can say that you have a red car and not have somebody correct you because you also have a black and a white car. So I keep saying 2. I do have 2 babies, Atwood, and if you're going to get this involved, get off my channel. It's offensive. You can say you have a bike, yet you have 5 bikes. Because in certain stories, you're only talking about one of the bikes. You can say I have a child whose name is Fred. You don't have to say I have 6 children and one of them is named Fred. So don't correct me. I know how many kids I have. And get off my channel. Get off my channel. Get off my channel. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I guarantee whoever Atwood is on my troll pages. And if you're on a troll page of mine, Atwood, you're a loser. Yeah, you're a loser. And if you need to say I have 4 kids, you're a loser. Oh, these people are so fooled. You know the real Ken. Get off my page, you loser. No, Atwood's probably a woman that got dumped by her husband and hates men. That's what my guess is about Atwood. Atwood probably got cheated on or dumped by her husband because her husband couldn't stand her. So she hates men. And the fact that I'm divorced, she blames me for getting dumped by her husband. That's my guess about who Atwood is. And it happens a lot, but it's just so weird. Yeah, sure you have Atwood. Yeah, everybody does seem to get divorced nowadays. It's sad. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish it wasn't that way with me. I really do. I think my kids would have a better life if I wasn't. But we can't change certain things. And I think when we get married, I think sometimes we rush into marriage and we marry the wrong person, or we don't value the vows of marriage. But I say it before, no way should I be married to either of my ex-wives. They're both better off without me. Yeah. Yeah. It seems like it gets harder on the Gen X's to stay married. I don't even know, what am I? Am I a Gen X? Marriage is a decision, not most people think. It's a feeling that goes away. Wow, we got a lot of comments real quickly. Maybe we got to pick our spouses better. Yeah, that could be. But I think there's a lot of societal pressures into getting married. And I think you need to get married for the right reason. I think for my first marriage, I think, I mean, she's a great woman, but I don't think she and I should be together. But I think all our friends were getting married, so we thought maybe we should. And my second marriage was just, I thought, was some miracle, so it was going to be some magical thing, and that didn't work out. Love is a choice, not a feeling. I've heard that. People are selfish and self-centered. Okay, well, if people are selfish and self-centered, is that wrong or is that bad? You know, if that's the way people are, and I talk about accepting people as they are, and I used to think I could fix, change, save people, and I'd come across an angry person and I'd think, oh, I'll give them a little joy, and they will become joyous, and I was wrong. I think we need to accept people as they are, and if people are selfish or self-centered, okay. And if that's the way people are, is marriage the problem? Because if people are selfish and self-centered, we can't keep blaming the people. because that's who they are. They're selfish and self-centered. So maybe marriage is some weird concept created by somebody. When you get married, you have to learn to compromise and change. Can't be all about you. People need to keep an open mind. I'd rather blame myself. All right, marriage, just going to get divorced. I wish I had known that everybody can't be loyal and heartless. My 2 ex-husbands were not committed to our marriage. No point in blaming anyone else. Has to be both all in. Yeah. People can choose to grow, and if they don't, they aren't made for marriage. Huh. But they have to grow together, don't they? Eileen said if I could learn how to schmooze. She can see me selling high-end cars. Eileen, I appreciate you saying that. That means you watched one of my recent videos. Love is grand, divorce is 100 grand. That's kind of funny. Angela's happy that she's single. Some people waiting 10 years to get married even after they have kids. It depends on what you admire on someone. So we all have a lot of thoughts. Again, just bringing up this topic created a lot of conversation. And yeah, so we all have a lot of thoughts. But I'm wondering, because somebody said people are selfish and self-centered. And if that is true, I don't think we can keep blaming the people. Because if people are this way, we have to blame the institution. Huh. Oh. I'm going to kind of almost go with that. Don't marry a selfish person. But somebody's saying that people are selfish by nature or self-centered. And you could be talking about me. I'm not blaming anybody. I mean, let's say me. If I am selfish and self-centered and people don't change, then marriage wouldn't be for me. Bob Ballard has a simple way to look at it. Just move on and find someone who ain't like that. We talked for about an hour. It's Friday morning. It's been a great show. Is marriage mandatory? Everyone isn't built for marriage, or maybe it's the modern day concept of marriage people aren't built for. Got 2 people saying marriage isn't for everybody. Somebody says it means you have to change. I bet you are, JK. What are my weekend plans? I think I'm working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Should you have it all together first before marrying, or should you marry then grow with your spouse? Well, you're never going to have it all together. You're never going to have it all together. But I would say you probably shouldn't be an emotional wreck. But some people are emotional wrecks. I think some people are better wired for marriage than others. Yeah. That's kind of saying like happiness is a choice. And I have a pretty good ability to, people ask me, why are you always so happy or joyous or whatever? Or, you got a good energy. And I'd see people who don't have good energy, and I'd wonder why they don't, and I'd wonder why. And I think people are different, and I think that probably goes true for marriage. I think certain people feel comfort in having somebody always around, and some people might struggle with it. Bob continues to say, don't rush in. Yeah, I think it'd be easy to rush into marriage. Amber says she doesn't know if she will get married again. She believes in marriage. She feels culture is an issue. Yeah. Donna Chamberlain loves him. I wonder who that is. Annie's been single for almost 3 years now, and she really likes it. Never thought you'd say that. It's been good for my health and happiness, to be honest. I've been taking care of people my whole life. Well, Annie, I might be coming around to that too. That maybe I'm selfish and self-centered. And that maybe I don't want to share my journey with another person or have to make compromises. Maybe. I don't know. Ken and Donna. I'm not rushing, Donna. No matter how wonderful our chemistry is, I am not going to rush into it. And even still, remember, I'm saying I'm selfish and self-centered, Donna. Please consider me. Consider it. Am I having a midlife crisis? Why do you think I'm having a midlife crisis? Some people don't get why they wear the ring and what it means. Angela's happy that she had 4 beautiful children out of the marriages. Well, I am too. JS said, if you're selfish and self-centered, you're not going to succeed at anything that requires interaction with other people, like a job. All right, JS, that's interesting. But could you possibly succeed in running your own business or being an entrepreneur? I bet you most people would say Donald Trump is selfish and self-centered. I don't personally believe that, but he's president. So can you succeed? Maybe a job isn't for everyone either. You know what I mean? Because I've struggled in jobs before, because I've wondered, what the heck is going on here? Why is it run this way? Why are these workers here, or why are these managers managing, or what is the point? What are we trying to do? So I wonder. Wow, we got a great audience today. We got 82 people watching. We've got 49 thumbs up. 50 thumbs up. That you don't learn any of this in school. It's a circus out there, says Amber. What do I think of baby boomers? I mean, I don't think a whole heck of a lot of them. I think they're a dying breed. I think it's the generation that happened before me. I think I'm 56, and the baby boomer era ended in like 63. So they're in their 60s and older. What do I think of them? I don't even understand generational, this putting people in generational. I don't understand it, I guess. I don't understand how in 1963 something changed and people born in 64 were somehow different than those born in the previous years. Oh, I know, Julie. I don't think I'm selfish or self-centered, but I was just using that as an example because it's easier to say you are it. But again, I was going with that. If somebody is selfish or self-centered, or if people are, should they just not be married? Donna is saying dating is a nightmare. Voltage lives in the UK. It's slightly different for me, but it's still under the same umbrella. I don't know what you mean. Your kids call you a boomer. Phil was born in 2000. He's a baby to us guys. Again, I don't know about the generational descriptions. Steve said he's wired as a worker type. You're only concerned with getting paid every other Friday and not the bigger picture of the business. I leave that to the boss. Yeah, and Steve, I am not that way, and I'm not saying you're wrong, and I think there's people are wired differently, and I do think about the bigger picture and growing the business and wondering why it's a certain way and expecting to have more say in it than somebody that might be a typical employee, I guess. Raw Dog says today's kids call everybody a boomer. They call me boomer. They call me Unc. But anyway, it's Friday morning. I get to go to work today at 11 o'clock. I worked last night. There's some peace that comes from working, and this might go with what Steve says about being a worker bee a little bit. There's some peace that comes from working and not having to being an employee and not having to worry about the bigger picture. And I get why you say that, Steve, but I can't help but worry about the bigger picture. And I see the peace that people get from going to work. Because today at 11, I'm going to be at work and I'm going to be doing my job and I'm going to be, so all the decisions are made for me till I leave work, basically. Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing or what I should be doing or what I have to be doing. And there's some peace in that because, again, all the decisions are gone. But I don't think I'm meant to be a worker bee, for whatever reason. Because I think big, I dream big. I ask questions that employees shouldn't ask. I may even challenge authority from time to time. Well, we're all talking about the baby boomer generation. And again, why is there a cutoff? Why is it 1964? Because my older brother was born in 63. Seems funny that he's in a different generation than me. Raw Dog has seen vinyl go to digital and dial-up go to wireless. Well, Raw Dog, you were there. You were building the building blocks of, you were there when, or for part of the building of it. Eileen, if somebody said you need a dog, you don't need a dog. You should get a dog when you want one. Generational cutoffs are made up for marketing. I could see that. Gen X ends in 80. But again, I wonder why there's these cutoffs and there's these years. Did I say I'm going to work today at 11 o'clock? Did I say I'm living in Appleton, Wisconsin, working hard, covering financial responsibilities that come from being twice divorced with 4 beautiful kids? I don't know if you guys understood when I was going off on Atwood about half an hour ago. Because she'd come on my show and correct me and say I have 4 kids all the time. As if I cannot talk about one of my kids as an individual without mentioning 4 kids. Like I can't say, I have a girl named Eve. You have 4 kids. Well, yes, but I'm talking about my girl named Eve. And it's so weird. Scott doesn't like when people compare themselves to another. All right. Well, anyway, we've had a great show today, and I want to thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you guys. We got 75 people watching. We got 55 thumbs up. We've talked for about 75 minutes. It's coming up on 7 o'clock. And I appreciate you guys so much for joining here today and following along a little bit on my journey and being part of my show. I'm looking forward to my Friday. The sun is shining. My coffee is hot. I still got about 2/3 of a pot over there. And gonna get to it. And hope you do as well. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Want to thank you again for joining. Hope you are feeling good. Hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.